Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Let me tell you about MPM. McAllister Precision Marketing. They can assist up-and-coming racers with career advancement, promotion, and assist in sponsorship procurement. MPM also has media and professional etiquette training. They work with premier driver development teams and limited late models to late models. And they also help the teams to make it up to the levels of K&N, ARCA, Truck Series, and even NASCAR Xfinity. Contact Tanya McAllister today at McAllister Precision Marketing, 803-361-6199. Today, get on the board with MPM.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
This is Finish Line.
This episode is an exclusive production solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, transmission of the accounts without the express written consent or permission is restricted and prohibited. To hear this replay or other previous podcasts, download on iHeartRadio, iTunes Radio, and TuneIn. As always, this show is for you. Thank you for listening.
This is Finish Line. Undisputed, unrealistic, unscripted, and unrehearsed. This is Finish Line, a weekly podcast talking about the positive and negative of motorsports, asking the questions to drivers, promoters, and personalities, getting the information and responses of the sport others dare not to ask or even discuss. This is Finish Line. This radio podcast is from the heart, an in-depth analysis of everything in NASCAR, NHRA, IHRA, IndyCar, grassroots motorsports, asphalt, dirt, drag racing, karting, tractor pulling, boat racing, demolition derbies, and much more. From touring events to national, regional, weekly, and more. This is the podcast where the bull stops here. Whether it's asphalt, dirt, or drag racing, or anything else in life, there is always a finish line. Now, he's a respected veteran broadcaster with over 20-plus years experience calling all forms of sports for public address, TV, and radio. From NASCAR to the grassroots. Please welcome your host, Wesley Outland. This is Finish Line.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcoming you to coverage via live on YouTube and Facebook. We also welcome you to Fox Sports Radio coverage of a special Finish Line Motorsports show on location here at, of course, Virginia Motor Speedway. It is a fun time. The Fast Track Racing Series, most prestigious and biggest pro late model race of the year of the entire world, is back. And you are looking live at the beautiful cars that are assembled right now on Pre-Tech Friday here in the Tidewater region of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Virginia Motor Speedway. The beast waits to roar across the fence line over there, the half-mile gym in Jamaica, Virginia. The, of course, Bill and Clark Sawyer's Playground House will be ready to go for tonight's return of the Fast Track World Championship. Presented by Dealer Group USA. Cars are rolling through Tech. We are rolling through the pit area. Hey, there's one of the longest reigning drivers of competing at Virginia Motor Speedway, as well as in Fast Track. And I love the red and black, the Appomattox, Virginia native of Corey Allman. Just some of the cars. Luke Heyer, West Virginia native, in the car number H2O, and so many more that are ready to go here this afternoon, right now. It's going to be a fun time. We're glad you're with us. You here from Virginia Motor Speedway. I am Wesley Outland. It takes a whole bunch of people behind the scenes to do our mobile broadcast coverage. The last time we done the Finish Line Live Motorsports show was at the successful racetrack revival at North Wilkesboro Speedway. And what a difference a month makes for that awesome facility with the return of the NASCAR Series also in May of next year. Trucks are all returning after almost close to 20 years of not being in action. And we had a phenomenal time at North Wilkesboro doing Finish Line. We hope you did as well. And we're going to do the same thing here today and possibly even tomorrow here for Finish Line. Charles Wooten is in Texas. He is pushing the buttons for our Fox Sports Radio Carolinas coverage, not only piping on radio, but also for the people that are watching. We are piping on Facebook, YouTube, all of our regular broadcast feeds, as well as our Fast Track social media, too. We're going to grab a lot of driver interviews. I don't really want to continue showing myself, so let's go back to the action that is going on course. And, of course, currently right now, there is a lot of pre-qualifying tech. As I mentioned, there you see the big Hoosier Racing trailer. There you see cars lining up. All of this is ongoing, and we are getting ready to go. So all these cars are going through technical inspection. We're just going to have fun for the next hour and a half. A man and a microphone and a camera. What are the odds? And we'll kick it off with, again, the car that I showed earlier. Corey Allman, what's it mean to be back at the Fast Track World Championship, buddy?
Oh, man, it's been awesome. You know, we missed it the last 2 years due to the COVID stuff, and this thing was real special back in 19, and it's still special now, so glad to see it happen and go.
I'm digging this new wrap on the car, man. Tell us a little bit about this new car, Big Red, I'm going to call you.
Yeah, we just bought this thing 2 weeks ago, and body was on it, and we was kind of scrambling for time, so we let the Red ride a few more races.
Some super late model racing a little bit. The super late models back to crates. What does it mean to be here a part of the World Championship again? And man, what a difference 2 years makes.
Yeah, like I said, it's awesome, man. To be back here and racing with good people in Fast Track, and, you know, and the things the Sawyers done for the sport, man, it's amazing. To be here supporting their event too is a good deal for everybody, and they've done a lot for the sport, and I can't thank them enough for it.
All right, we'll catch up with him later. His car ready to roll through out of Appomattox, Virginia. The Longhorn number 7, Corey Allman, ready to go. And again, as I said, man, there is just so much going on throughout this entire pit area. And we will grab the interviews along the way leading up to this race. Today is Tech Day, preliminaries. By the way, Flow Racing will have coverage of the race if you want to be able to watch it. You can't be here. Flow Racing will take care of you. Let's talk to Matt Ashworth. Matt. Yeah, there's Matt. Matt got his car ready to go. There's the race car, the number 10. Here's the driver here at Jamaica.
Ready as we're going to get, home track, and looking forward to getting out there and seeing what we got against the best in the country.
I tell you, one thing I was telling the boss man, Stan Lester, working on my announcer notes to prepare for this event, what a great homebody presence. I think Jamaica, Virginia drivers are really going to try to give these national, regional crate guys a run for the money.
I think so. I think we got a good group here. The home track guys, we're all fast and we're all ready for them. They're coming on our turf, and it's time to show them what we got. I think we got one of the best, if not the best, facilities in the nation as far as dirt track goes. And we're looking forward to throw down tonight. I think it's going to be one hell of a show.
Can you describe how your year's been for you here?
We had a good year. We were top 5 in points going into the last race, and we actually. And I ended up coming up with COVID and missing the last race of the season. We tried to secure the top 5. Ended up 9th in points when we missed the last points race, but that doesn't show anything. We had a good season for our rookie season, and we're looking forward to trying to get in the big show tonight. Rookie time here.
Hey, a lot of people might not. Since they're on this car, hey Matt, as his car will continue into the. Go ahead and roll. We'll follow with you, but they're telling him to roll his car. We're going to roll right with him as we'll show you the number 10 and the puzzle pieces on this car, driven by Matt Ashworth. As his car rolls to deck, I want to show you inside the puzzle pieces of is the Virginia Autism Foundation to spread awareness about autism. Something you're very, very excited and proud and humble to be a part of.
Yes, sir. That's our nonprofit. They've been with us for going on 5 years now, and what we try to do is we try to get a autistic child and their family we go to because it's a worldwide deal. They have people that are involved with this foundation all around. So, definitely going to raise awareness for them every year out here, and we love them, love the Virginia Autism, and look forward to them being with us for many years.
What would it mean to you to win the world championship, Matt?
It'd be the biggest win of my life, and it would mean the world. It would be huge. So we're going to see tonight, and I definitely appreciate Fast Track, Virginia Motor Speedway, all my sponsors, Ashworth Electrical, Virginia Autism Foundation, Sports Page Bar and Grill, Dirt Car Lift. I got to thank everybody for getting me out here, and we look forward to going and doing the best we can.
There you go. Number 10, Ashworth's car ready as well here. World Championship Friday. Hey, by the way, we are mobile, so if the signal cuts in, it cuts out, just remember that's we are mobile. So we'll do our very best to stay with you. If we get knocked offline, I know our producers will quickly get us back on. So just want to throw that out there as we are live here at the World Championship. Flow Racing, by the way, for coverage tonight. Trevor Collins getting that mindset ready to go. What's your take of being a part of this big race? But always great seeing you.
It's always good to be here. Love this place. So I mean, we've been good here this year. Just off a little bit. So hopefully we hit on something today and hopefully lock it in today.
Going to be a pretty intense race. Obviously, one thing you don't have to worry about is when qualifying races, heat races now just one set. But obviously, the important thing is to try to get in to the preliminary night to worry about a stressful night's sleep, worrying about a B main tomorrow.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice to go to bed tonight thinking we're going to be in the race. Just worry about making 60 laps with that. But these qualifiers are tough either way. You got to be on your A game when you unload here. Heck, I think you got to be good in hot laps. So it's going to be whoever keeps up with the track and whoever really gets on it from the start is going to probably be one of the better ones to watch.
How crazy is the weather conditions through the loop? I mean, yesterday it was 90-something degrees. We had a storm front come in yesterday afternoon, winds all night long. Temperature for a high of only 65 degrees. Going to dip down into the 50s tonight. What is that going to do to the race cars?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, we're going to be looking at the track a little earlier here with as much wind as today. It's been blowing. Pretty good. We heard trash cans tumbling around all night long, but just got to keep up with the racetrack. I mean, still unload the same spot, but we're going to have to be a little up on our game.
All right, buddy. Always good seeing you. Ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on Trevor Collins, whether you're here in attendance or watching on Flow Racing tonight. He is one of those drivers ready to go in car number 72. Nick Davis, super late model / pro model killer, got himself a new wrap job as well on the WWC Trucking LLC entry. Nick, always great running to you. How's the Rocket been this year, bud? Welcome back to the World Championship.
Thank you. It's been a tough year. We've good runs, but nothing really impressive. Hopefully we can turn it again and try to make it in the show tonight so it makes tomorrow a little easier. I just got to thank everybody to help me get here.
If I remember correctly, you were a part of the World Championship back in 2019. It's been a couple of years in this race again. How exciting is it to get back here and try to get a shot at $50,000?
It's real good. It really helped out my racing program if we did win the 50,000. Heck, just to make the show is going to be tough for us. So just got to keep trying.
All right, there's the thoughts of Nick Davis. As I said, we're just roaming through the pit area for the next couple of hours. A man with a microphone and a camera, radio coverage on Sports Radio. Those that are watching on our feeds on YouTube and Facebook, this is the driver that looks to lock up the 2022 Fast Track Weekend Warrior Racing National Championship. Just like what Lane Riggs did in the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts National Championship yesterday, the same can be done for Fast Track and the Weekend Warrior Racing Division. And Brent Trimble, beautiful looking car. We'll try to find him here in a minute. Here he comes. Last time I think I interviewed Brent Trimble was in Victory Lane at Tyler County Speedway at a Fast Track when he swept the East Coast Rumble, part of the Hillbilly 100 with Lucas Oil. And Trimble, it's always great to see you again, buddy. I think we can unofficially say you are the 2022 Fast Track National Weekly Points Champion. What would it mean now to get the $50,000 World Championship?
Oh, that'd be huge coming down here. We've always wanted, because nothing's ever really worked out perfect for us. Everything's been going pretty good this year for us, so wouldn't mind picking up 50 grand. We got the championship already, which will help out a lot of the racing program for everybody. So a lot of good fans come down here. It's a big weekend, so see if we can't get up front in it.
Represented tracks like, of course, Roaring Knob, but also mainly Elkins Raceway. What's it been like running for that national championship title, and now you get to focus on this big race tonight and just go for the money?
A lot of pressure off of us. Last few weeks has been pretty good. A lot of pressure took off once they kind of told us that it was kind of done deal for us, and we worked hard all summer for it. So just like thank John, everybody helps me out. My wife, my dad, Scotty come with me this weekend. So just everybody helps me out. It takes a lot of good people.
Well, it's always great running into you, man. Congratulations on that championship.
All right, thank you.
We'll see what they can do. Brent Trimble, brand new race car, and he has locked up the 2022 Fast Track Weekend National Championship in car number 32. Cars rolling through the tech line area as we continue to grab more drivers. Here is Lane Brock in his 20B machine. Lane, you ready to go here, everybody?
I hope so. This is our first time down here, so I'm hoping we can get it.
Have you looked at the track yet?
No, we've been thrashing since we got here.
Well, I tell you, man, what made the decision? Let everybody know where you're from, the Kryptonite race car. I'm thinking you're probably a West Virginia driver having a Kryptonite chassis, but shout out to Freddie and Tyler and Chris Carpenter and all the guys that build those race cars. But what would it mean, and what made the decision to come join this big race this weekend, young man?
We was joking in the garage one night, and then somehow we ended up talking about it for real, and here we are. Then we started talking a lot of people saying it's a fun race, and I said, let's go have fun.
Well, we'll see how things go for this young man. Lane Brock, ladies and gentlemen, car number 20B, Kryptonite race car. He'll be ready to go for the World Championship. Well, it would not be the World Championship without our Chuck Bowie fans, and Chuck Bowie is in the house. It's in you, whether it's in Florida, whether it's here, whether it's in New York. You follow me all over. I think I follow you some way. Welcome to World Championship, buddy.
Oh, yeah, we seem to end up at the same tracks a lot.
Yeah, I see you got win sticker up. I know you want to get $50,000 Maryland.
We struggled a bunch this year with the car. Totaled it last year. Hopefully we got everything straight. We put a lot of time in it this week.
Well, I think you were the first car that was here. Yeah, correct? Are you the first car that was here? No, it was.
No, that wasn't me. We just got here.
All right, man. Well, we'll let you get through tech. Ladies and gentlemen, never count out Chuck Bowie in his Rocket XR1 number 14 machine. As all these drivers get ready to go here, happening around the country, all these big racers. Another solid run as we have the Magic Man Mark Whitener's car. This is not Mark in the car, but of course one of his crew members. Mark actually coming off of a win at East Alabama Motor Speedway last Sunday in the 50th Alabama State Championship race. And Mark Whitener in his car, beautiful looking number 5, as his car is rolling into the tech area. As a matter of fact, I think there's Mark Whitener right there, so we'll try to see if we can get a word with him real quickly. Again, as I mentioned, coming off of a win at the Alabama State Championships. And Mark, I know that this is a race that you definitely want to put on your win column, get that World Globe Trophy and $50,000 back to Middleburg, Florida.
Yeah, we came a long way for this race. We was here a few years ago when they had it, so we're just looking forward to it, and hopefully we can leave here with 50,000.
I'm digging the new car you got, the wrap job. Pretty good. How's the season been for you?
That's been pretty good. We've done pretty good this year. That's my brother's going to drive that car tonight. And I'm gonna drive this one car right here. It's a XR1, Brian Dockery and Dirk. So I'm gonna drive their car, and hopefully I can get 50,000. Hopefully he wins 25 or whatever it is to run second. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We're both going to be after it and see what we can do.
Mark, what do you take from your stats or notes, or if you have any, from the race back in 2019? Because you were pretty competitive. I remember you put on a hell of a row in the B main to make it into the A main, or just coming up short. But there was a lot of cars here, 113 cars. That was like World 100, Dirt Late Model Dream Eldora atmosphere. Do you think we'll see this same deja vu again this year?
Yeah, I mean, if they have the track the same, yeah, we was light, and then one of the heat races, I won one of the heats, so we was light. And then in the other heat, I run second, so we had to start way back in the B main. I ended up making it in the race. We come up to 7th, or we come up to 5th, blow the bump stop out, and finish 7th. So we had a decent car, and I brought the same car back. So my brother's going to have we just brought our notes and brought the same thing and see what we got for him.
All right, always good seeing you, Mark.
You too, thank you.
Yeah, the Magic Man, Mark Whitener, again coming off of that 50th win at the Alabama race, the 50 Alabama State race. And if you go to the flow race, you're ready for the Fast Track World Championship. This also check out the Alabama State Championship race from last Sunday in Jamaica, Virginia. By the way, on our Finish Line radio show, we had on Will Harrington, who won that event. Sussex Carpentry number 49, the driver. Austin Hubbard will be on the way, and if I remember correct, track championship here at Virginia Motor Speedway for the Victory Lap Fast Track Pro Late Models. And I remember a couple of weeks ago, Bill Mullis from Langley Speedway, when I had him online on the show talking about the brand new lighting system, also mentioned about being a part of the owner on the Austin Hubbard car. So we'll try to grab him here in a little bit. It is getting busy here. Look at beautiful looking race cars. Charles, I know you got to be excited, buddy. I know you're a late model guy. You like these dirt late models. Vroom, vroom. Hey, we're coming up on the bottom of the hour. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're not done. We've got a whole bunch of gravel to walk, and drivers and cars and everything that leads up to the World Championship to make our way. We'll grab some more drivers. We'll get some more interviews. We've got a lot of insight, and we're still continuing. Live from in the Tidewater region of Virginia, Motor Speedway, the Fast Track World Championship tonight, live on Flow Racing, and live now on Fox Sports Radio Carolinas and Live Sim Racing TV's Rocket Media coverage of Finish Line. We will be back for more in a moment.
Your CRN. My CRN, our CRN, we are CRN, the community radio network now, and the new WCRN 87.9 FM, and still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Let me tell you about MPM. McAllister Precision Marketing. They can assist up-and-coming racers with career advancement, promotion, and assist in sponsorship procurement. MPM also has media and professional etiquette training. They work with premier driver development teams and limited late models to late models. And they also help the teams to make it up to the levels of K&N, ARCA, Truck Series, and even NASCAR Xfinity. Contact Tanya McAllister today at McAllister Precision Marketing, 803-361-6199. Today, get on the board with MPM.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
Please. Welcome back to Finish Line. Good afternoon. Race day Friday, the Fast Track World Championship. $50,000 to the winner the next 48 hours. I'm Wesley Outland. Welcome back. And we show you some more of the drivers, more of the cars. We never even left. We stayed right here. And a driver slash man working on his own race car. Jeff is working on this number 6 machine. If I remember correctly, he tried to make an attempt at the World 100 a couple of weeks ago at Eldora, and now he's going for the biggest 1,000 pro late model race in the world. Jesse, go to the car, brother. I'll let you get back to doing what you got going on here. So Jesse is working on his record, and honestly, I don't want to bother him, as there's a lot of work that's being done all of these beautiful race cars to get them ready to go for this event. Well, it would not be the Fast Track World Championship without Concord, Virginia's Justin Williams. Justin Williams is an 8-time champion in that car number 2W. One of the greats in the area. Never count out Justin Williams and his car. He will be somebody to watch here tonight in car 2W. Justin Williams Motorsports. Shout out, of course, to everybody at All About Wraps and the always phenomenal wrap job they do on this car. And yes, that missile will be ready to go. The Barry Ride icon number 2W. Justin Williams. There's more cars, more haulers rolling in. Hey, Jupiter, Florida's Clay Harris, the Shark, is back. Had himself a pretty up and down roller coaster ride at the World Championship last year, but it's good to see the Rocket XR1 of the Shark, Clay Harris, back again. Matter of fact, there he is right there as he comes out. Clay, good to see you again, man. I'm digging the Shark right there on the big Shark on the side of the car there. I know you're ready to try to put the bite on Jamaica's Virginia Motor Speedway this year, no doubt.
Yes, sir. I'm here about 3 years ago. Unfortunately, blew a motor up during the road. We're going to try again.
Yeah, and of course, things are different this year. One round of qualifying instead of the passing point format, double races. Does that change the format of the into trying to quickly, not have to worry about going through things on Saturday night?
I know I talked to a couple of people that said they didn't like it, but I think it's going to be a little bit better for us because I'm usually pretty good at qualifying. So as long as we get a good qualifying, I think we'll be good in the heat races, and hopefully we'll make the show.
What would it mean to go back to Jupiter, Florida with that World Globe Trophy and $50,000?
Oh, it'd be awesome. It'd be great. Go home to Texas Roadhouse. I promise you.
Oh, man, it sounds great. From Jupiter, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Clay, the Shark. The Shark is ready to go here tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. Vaughn Haywood, his car unloads one of the possibly dark horse favorites to win the Fast Track World Championship. He calls the car McKenna in that beautiful 29H machine, getting it ready, getting it unloaded. And Von Haywood is at the World Championship in this beautiful, very con. Somebody to watch all year long in the fast track weekend warrior racing and the victory lap pro late model division here at Virginia Motor Speedway. We mentioned it earlier, hands down. It might be possibly we see some dark horses come from the weekly level to possibly pull some upsets here. So he saw Trevor Collins. His car has moved in through Tech. Nick Davis, the Love family, Ray Love. There is, of course, the 17 of the Dominator. Zach Dome is here. Some more cars. Take a listen. Charles, Cody, I know you got to love that sound, buddy. I know you're just eerie with excitement there. Where's that World Championship logo on the bottom right? Why are we all here? Fun time, man. And of course, hey, I thanks to Mr. Charles Wooten in Texas, who does a lot of our Finish Line Live Motorsports shows. For the most part, we mostly just do the radio show audio during the week, but whenever he just likes the live coverage at the racetrack. He definitely does. So, all right. Well, I promise you, there's more cars on the horizon. We just got to walk here. You hear the wind picking up? It's a beautiful day, by the way. Charles, how hot is it in Texas, buddy? If you could, queue up or put it in the chat box, I'll give a response. By the way, we're kind of mobile, as everybody can tell. If you're watching or if you have any questions, it's 87 degrees. Well, that's pretty damn nice in Texas for the second day of fall. So yesterday, 96 degrees here in Virginia, the Carolinas. Weather through the area. It was all last night, and today it has been a high 65 degrees. It may be lucky if that's how nice it is here. Tomorrow, a high of 75, sunny and 75. You know that country song by Joe Nichols? Sunny and 75. We're going to have that tomorrow here in Jamaica, Virginia, at Virginia Motor Speedway. Oh, my goodness. Charles, tomorrow is going to be 100 degrees in Texas. Wow. Laser chassis for the race cars. We'll see what the number 40S can do. That's Scott Sweeney Jr. His race car. Ready to go. Is that Scott? Scott, welcome to the World Championship, buddy. You ready to go in Jamaica, my friend?
We're excited to get out here and get this done, man.
So tell us a little bit more about yourself. I think it's the first time we've ever met.
Yep, it's the first time I've been here, so it's going to be a learning curve, but it'll be fun.
Where are you from?
Winchester, Virginia.
Winchester, Virginia. So have you pretty much ran like at Winchester Speedway and tracks like that, Potomac?
Yep, I ran Potomac this year, Hagerstown, Elkins, Winchester. So this will be the first time here, but this is a very nice facility. So
the beautiful layout. Have you looked at that racetrack yet? Have you had a chance to look at the half mile, or they got it off limits?
I'm getting ready to go up there and check it out here in just a few. Get squared away.
Got to get through Tech, obviously. What's your take of being a part of this big race, man? What made the decision to come be a part of this biggest pro late model race in the universe?
Man, I mean, if you think about it in the odds terms, I mean, the odds are great. We have a great car and good team. Everybody's supporting, so I think we got a good shot at it.
Good seeing you, buddy. He'll get the car unloaded. The laser chassis, the ultimate weapon of Scott Sweeney Jr. He'll be ready to go here this weekend at the World Championship. There's one of his race cars. So we just continue going down the line here. Still a lot more cars rolling in. It is early. I you. Nice, comfortable day. Beautiful day for racing, by the way. It's going to get down into the lower 60s tonight when they drop the green flag on Flow Racing's coverage. We've got Still in the house. Of course, Travis Still and then Chris Still. Hey, Chris. Chris Still is here. The man of steel. Chris, we've known this a long time, brother. I got thinking about this the other day. This is my 14th year of announcing or with Fast Track. This is my 10th World Championship / Grand National when it used to be that. You were right there at the beginning of it.
Yeah, it's all since I've been here. I think it was 2016 last time I was here, and but my racing has kind of slowed down a little bit since.
But your son's not, right?
Right, since Jeremy's racing, it's just too much to try to keep two cars going because most time we end up going in two different directions if we both want to race, and so I'm good helping him.
What's your take, Chris, of where pro late model racing has gone from back in the early 20s, 2010, 12, when you raced to now your son in behind the wheel, Travis, and we'll see what he can do tonight.
Oh, it's Jeremy.
Jeremy, I'm sorry. Jeremy Steele, yes.
It's really evolved. I mean, the technology, of course, everything from the super late model world's trickled down, and I mean, we're spending the same money as a super late model minus the engine. It's really evolved. I mean, technology left me in the dust, but luckily Jeremy's he's got a good enough head on his shoulders. He's smart. He's taken all this stuff in so good with the help from Wesley Page. He's really learned it fast because this is his second year in a late model, and he's already
and a big happy birthday to you today.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. That's the man of steel, Chris Steele, and his son Jeremy Steele will be in action here tonight. The pro late model here car number 22 here. The 17 on the racetrack, the Tony Steak Barn entry. His car is rolling through, getting ready to roll through tech. Charles says, where is the concession stand? Don't think about his food. The concession stand isn't open yet. Concession isn't open yet, okay? They got pretty good food, though. It would not be big money. Hey, it's lunchtime. Shut up, Charles. It would not be the World Championship without having Dylan and Jacob Brown here. Gaffney, South Carolina. He's moved up into the world of supers and more. And it's always great running into Super 6. Dylan, how you been, my friend? It's been a while. Welcome back to the World Championship, sir.
Yes, sir. It's been a while, man. I love this place. I just told Stan I wish it was 3 hours closer.
It is a long drive, right?
Yeah, it's a good little ride from Gaffney, but we left last night. We got the kids tucked in bed, and the wives told by. We left about 9 or 10 o'clock last night. We got here about 4 this morning.
Hey, so tell me about this new race car you got, buddy. This is a looking ride here. A nice looking race. See, you changed it up a little bit. Some super race stuff this year, too.
Yeah, we've been spending a little for it. It's rained a lot around home, and, we hadn't got to race as much, and we super race some and run some of the bigger crate races and just traveled around and picked what we wanted to go to. But I'm ready for this. This is all Russell and Kevin Ray at Ray's Wraps. They designed this deal. They said, we're going to do something a little cleaner. And
Fat baby, yeah. Fat baby here.
Nah, he said he was coming. His son coaches high school football somewhere in Virginia. And he said he was coming out to watch football game on Friday night. He said, you'll guarantee me you're going to win. I'll come Saturday. And I said, well, you do my with us. Come on.
So that means you're going to go for that $50,000. What would it mean to carry the Gaffney and represent the Palmetto State as the Fast Track World Champion?
I mean, man, it didn't mean the world. I mean, it was just there ain't many guys that win $50,000 in one night in any level of this sport. I mean, obviously they had $1 million, and a lot of those super guys get the race for $50,000 week in and week out now, it seems. But still, I mean, is Davenport and Madden and Overton and McCready, those maybe Marler, I can't remember. Those are only a few of those guys that's won $50,000 in one night. So, it's by ourselves that, Track World and just to win $50,000, man.
And you got to feel good knowing that they're off doing other things, and this gets a chance for somebody else that might be an unknown to become somebody too.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, it don't matter what you do. It's hard to beat those guys to do that for a living. Everyone here with me works a regular 7 to 5 job just like I do, and I'm not downplaying what we're capable of. I wouldn't care if I was here. I'd like to think I could beat them too. So I probably couldn't, but I'd like to think I could. It just gives us guys an opportunity that maybe don't get to travel and race and see as much as they do to try to win 50 grand too. But like I said, line them up. I don't care who comes.
Line them up, knock them down. Jacob, let's talk about your the brother. Your brother's going to be right there racing with you tonight. How cool is that? And that's a nice looking race car he's got too.
Man, it's cool because that guy's been a big part of my success and to where I made it into this sport. Which if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today. So it really means a lot for me to get to see him do good. Like we was at a race the other week in Lancaster and we didn't qualify so good, so I didn't race and I just stood in the infield and watched him. He ended up winning the race and I think it paid $2,000 or $3,000, but it didn't matter. Just the gratitude of me getting to watch him, me stick signal for him, and me getting to take a victory lane picture for him and to see him win was pretty awesome, man. Because that guy's been so tremendously important to my career, and I mean even till today. Like I this car this week, and he did his car in preparing us for this race. So I mean, I say it every time I talk to anybody about me and Jacob. Like there is no tighter bond than two brothers between me and him. So if he's leading, then I'll run second. That's the only way I'll take a second.
The only guy that would not get the bump and run, right?
That's exactly right.
My producer in Texas, Charles, says he's digging your shades, by the way.
Thank you, buddy, man. It's in South Carolina. It's it was 95 degrees yesterday at home, so it's a lot cooler here.
You gonna sit it? Yes.
Yeah, but like the sun, every time we come this far north, like the PA or wherever, Virginia, it seems like the sun's brighter. I don't know why. Like it's 70 degrees, cool. We got on sweatshirts yesterday. I was soaking wet by 10 o'clock, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. So I got to have them, Charles. The sun's awful bright.
At least it's not 100 degrees and humid here for sure.
Fact. Now, we might have to cut the heat on tonight when we go to bed.
Always good seeing you, friend.
Thank you, sir.
Super 6, a car. I know it's got to be somewhere here on the race car. They didn't put it on this time. I'm going to get mad at Fat Baby. I gave him that nickname a long time ago. Hey, there's Dylan Brown ready to go here. And there's Jacob Brown, his brother. Beautiful looking race cars. And yeah, Charles says, I'm digging those shades. I love the wrap on this car. I love the color of the race car as well for the number 24. And we'll try to grab him here in a little bit as well. Hey, it's Wesley Outland, Fox Sports Radio Carolinas. And, of course, our coverage continues from Virginia Motor Speedway and the World Championship. As more cars rolling through tech. Ready to go. The 00, another ride. Benji Hicks is here from Mount Airy, North Carolina. The double nickel race cars chassis, number 55. Benji Hicks, Tony Hicks, Billy Hicks, the name synonymous to race, no doubt about it. And they are ready to go here. Benji. He's the other guy. There you go. They're working on the cars here. There's that new, again, double nickel race cars entry number 55. Charles, I'm trying to understand what you're asking here. Can you explain why all the Moses? Oh, you mean the noses? You mean you're talking about the elephant noses, the elephant ears? That's what I call them. They're not called noses. They're called elephant ears. So all of this is just a front, and it's all plastic. So in the event that they get in an accident, and let's say they mess up the race car, First off, it's flat. All they got to do is pull the flat base off. Riveted on. It's also riveted, so in the event that they need to put a new front clip on the car, all they got to do is just take off that plastic front valence. And that's the noses. That's what they call the elephant ears. I call them the elephant ears that cover the left front, the right front of the tire. So I hope that answered your question. Moses. Noses. He was talking about the noses of the race car. Good deal. Cars are going through tech. The World Championship. This is, of course, a conjoined effort with the folks of Charles. Where's the ultimate? Where's the sorry eating a pickle? Hard to tie. Oh, my goodness. You're horrible, Charles. So, again, you see all these beautiful cars. You see tech going on. By the way, I mentioned this is a conjoined effort of the Ultimate Super Late Model Series and the Fast Track Racing Series. We're going to go back to the other way here in just a moment. I was going to try to grab Stan Lester, but Stan Lester is on the phone. So all of this is, again, a team effort. Obviously, we've got close to 1,000 tires from Hoosier Racing Tire, okay? You got to use the tire compound. That's the FT 200 or 400, but they've got tires. Hoosier Racing Tire has set us up. Big trailer here from, of course, their locations in Indiana. The Ultimate Series, of course, again, you check them out on Flow Racing a lot, as well as Fast Track when we have raced. Obviously been kind of a downtime this year, but obviously Flow Racing, the official broadcast partner of the Fast Track International brands. So again, there's a nice wrap job on the Ultimate trailer, the Fast Track trailer, all of that going on. So yeah. Can they give me free? I'll try to get you. Charles, what size do you wear, brother? Let me know what size you wear. I'll try to grab you one. See if they got your size. All right. Okay, 3XL. There you go. We're not done yet, so we're going to still continue to show you some more of the race cars here. They still got plenty of time, by the way. Only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We don't start hot lapping for another 3, 4, 5 hours. Kyle Hart's here. Obviously, the driver of the 99. Kyle Hardy is one of the greats in the Tidewater area in this region. Kyle Hardy had some little bad luck last race in the World Championship, and obviously he wants to turn that around. The 2-star, Jared Powell. Never count out the rocket of Jared Powell. Known him a long time. The 2-star, Northern Neck Chevrolet, by the way. Big Spirit, Virginia Motor Speedway. All of that going on. Kyle Hardy, as well as the driver of Jared Powell. Tyler Detter in the 28 machine. Good to see Charles. Look at this helmet, man. Aren't you digging this race car helmet? Look at this helmet. I'm loving the design of the race car helmet. Look at this. Isn't that cool? So there's Tyler Detter. We've already seen those other race cars. I think we've about gone through the entire pit area. Wonder if they'll actually let me cross over and I can show you the racetrack. They're very picky about stuff. You know that the gate's locked there, Charles? Like, you cannot cross over in that gate. It's locked. It's padlocked. They literally unlock the gates whenever they are ready for your cars to go on the racetrack. That's just kind of how they are. Let's go see if we can catch up with my buddy. I have bolt cutters. Oh. Let's see the track. He'll get me in trouble. Let's see if we can find the water boy, Luke Heyer. This young man we've known for a couple of years, competes up in West Virginia in dirt late model racing, Elkins, Tyler County. The water boy, former fast track rookie of the year. We've already chatted with the young man, Lane Brock. Where's the water boy at? Luke, we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. Well, that will give us an opportunity to go to a commercial break. We are coming up on the top of the hour. We'll pause for network identification for those that are listening on our Fox Sports Radio Carolina affiliates. We're also going to thank all of our sponsors. We're back for hour 2 in the pits, the World Championship finish line from Virginia in just a moment.
Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Let me tell you about MPM. McAllister Precision Marketing. They can assist up-and-coming racers with career advancement, promotion, and assist in sponsorship procurement. MPM also has media and professional etiquette training. They work with premier driver development teams and limited late models to late models. And they also help the teams to make it up to the levels of K&N, ARCA, Truck Series, and even NASCAR Xfinity. Contact Tanya McAllister today at McAllister Precision Marketing, 803-361-6199. Today, get on the board with MPM.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
Hey, let's go back to commercial break, guys. I'm in kind of a quick little meeting real fast, so we'll thank our sponsors, and we'll come back with more Finish Line in just a moment, live from Virginia Motor Speedway. I've got to talk to this guy real quick. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Let me tell you about MPM. McAllister Precision Marketing. They can assist up-and-coming racers with career advancement, promotion, and assist in sponsorship procurement. MPM also has media and professional etiquette training. They work with premier driver development teams and limited late models to late models. And they also help the teams to make it up to the levels of K&N, ARCA, Truck Series, and even NASCAR Xfinity. Contact Tanya McAllister today at McAllister Precision Marketing, 803-361-6199. Today, get on the board with MPM.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Let me tell you about MPM. McAllister Precision Marketing. They can assist up-and-coming racers with career advancement, promotion, and assist in sponsorship procurement. MPM also has media and professional etiquette training. They work with premier driver development teams and limited late models to late models. And they also help the teams to make it up to the levels of K&N, ARCA, Truck Series, and even NASCAR Xfinity. Contact Tanya McAllister today at McAllister Precision Marketing, 803-361-6199. Today, get on the board with MPM.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
Welcome back to Finish Line. We are ready to go for hour number 2. Really not sure how long we'll stay on the air for our second hour because obviously we had planned for 1 hour, see how it goes, but we do got some dignitaries and people we want to interview along the way. And we welcome you back to the Fast Track World Championship $50,000 weekend here in Jamaica, Virginia, the Tidewater region of the Commonwealth. I am Wesley Outland on location. By the way, if the mic cuts in, if the video glitches a time or two, it is because we are it's because you're actually using, it's amazing the equipment that we have today to do the stuff that we're able to do. It's definitely phenomenal. Again, we welcome you at Virginia Motor Speedway track here, nestled in the water region of Virginia. It's a beautiful day. It is only 66 degrees outside. Okay, that's how beautiful it is. 66 degrees. And again, we thank Charles Wooten, Jeff Stabnow, all of the people that are involved with our coverage, as always, on Fox Sports Radio Carolinas. Of course, replays will be on the YouTube and the Facebook feeds. And we're planning tomorrow to have a kind of a one-on-one setting instead of walking around through the pits, grabbing heat race interviews with the winners is what our plan is. So enough of showing my ugly mug. By the way, I will tell you real quickly that if you want to keep up with everything that's going on here at the World Championship, you can watch on Flow Racing. Flow Racing, the official streaming partner of Fast Track Companies International, will have coverage of the entire Fast Track World Championship, of course, live and replay beginning tonight on Flow Racing. So Flow Racing, again, will have the broadcast. Why do I feel like my... I feel like I'm bigger than usual. I don't understand why. I had a feeling. I was like, why am I close? Why do I look so big on the camera? So camera angles. And by the way, I am fighting the sun. I don't have my sunglasses on. So I was kind of, I hit the link that had my face like a big egghead. I can't believe I'm using the line that my sister calls me egghead. But yeah, so anyhow, thank you guys for checking it out, watching. We are not done. We're going to try to grab Stan Lester. We're going to try to grab Dave C. We might try to see if we can grab some interviews of Tech. But again, as I said, I want to let everyone know we are live at 5:30 Eastern Time on Flow Racing with of the Fast Track World Championship. So let's go back to the view of Tech. It's a lot better picture anyway. I know she's really great. Charles, you get dizzy yet with all of my goodness. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what am I doing here? Cars are rolling through Tech. This is pre-race Tech, just like NASCAR, just like all tracks across America, especially Touring Series, just like at the World 100 at Eldora, the Dirt Late Model Dream. The same has to be done with these fast track cars. They have to go through a vigorous technical inspection. And I ain't gonna lie to you, if you think about it, these late models are the same cars that you see for late models across America. It's the engine program, the package with the engine and the tires that makes this series unique. Of course, they occupy 604 Chevy Brayden, Detroit, and then of course everything else. No, nobody has Tech yet. I just wanted to pass along. I just saw that question come in there. There's been a couple of drivers that have had to go back and make some change in pulling, fixing deck height in the back. Of course, making sure the spoilers are right. There's Cody's car, but nobody has per se failed anything per se tech-wise yet. And you get one of the best in business that is handling technical inspection. Sorry about that. I think I hit the wrong button. My bad, Charles. We're going to be back. But by the way, to answer your question, nobody has failed technical inspection, anything. Just maybe some things change with deck height or making sure the spoilers are right. But as far as any other problems like that, everybody has been good to go. So this is Tech under the tent right now. All of these drivers have to roll through the. They've got to roll through the Tech lines. These cars have to go through technical inspection. Obviously, you see them checking everything right now. Baby D, the number 7 machine. This is, of course, Jacob's car. Think of Indian Outlaw. This is his son, Dalton Jacobs. They're based out of Reidsville, North Carolina, just out of near 311 Speedway. Of course, the son of the driver, Indian Outlaw. great seeing the Jacobs name in the sport. And it wouldn't be the World Championship without this man. Stan, let's go in the let's slide if your life, as I say. All right. You can put the logo and the graphic of the name on the screen here now, Charles. This is Stan Lister. He's digging your glasses, by the way. Stan, I know it's awesome to be back here at the World Championship.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I don't look for the car count we had last time we were here in 2019. It's, for several reasons. I mean, people, booking on top of this event, which is unfortunate because that makes guys choose, It's, and we didn't get it out there as early as we should have either. So, certainly not faulting everybody else for things we didn't do. But, I think we'll end up with a and your own. And one thing we're going to see this weekend a little bit different. We're going to see locals do very well, and that's always a great thing to see, in my opinion. We see the local guys do well, the smaller budgeted teams do well. That's really what you want to see with crate racing anyway. But it's good to be back. Man.
It certainly is. We were so tickled to death back in 2019 when we ended up with 113 cars. We didn't even expect that. We were thinking 6570, maybe that number. Do you think that might be the number we might get here? It's still very early, too. More cars could be rolling into the next 4 hours.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was over talking to Clark and Bill at the other shop across the street, and just sitting there, we saw 6 cars roll in. So, and I was only there for 15, 20 minutes. But it's, who knows, because we had so much momentum coming out of 19. I think we would easily have had 150 to 175 cars the following year. But of course, COVID, just killed a lot of things. And we just lost all our momentum. But we'll get it back. Not a big deal.
Yeah, that's one of the things. That's one of the things I know that you definitely, fast track in general has hurt because of COVID, because of the tires, because of the tire shortage, because of this being a pro late model series and the shortage of race parts, shortage of race engines the last couple of years. Everybody has come to try to make this race be successful for 2022.
Oh, they have. I mean, you see what Hoosier's done. They've got plenty of tires here. There's no shortage of that whatsoever. I mean, everybody trying to really, and they've got plenty. So, making sure we got load tires into the distributor at different dates. So, we changed 200s or 92s or 90s, whatever we were making, where that was adjustable the whole time. They came up with a great plan. Shannon Rush out of the factory and Bobby Word out of the Mid-Atlantic, and Terry. They just did a really good deal, and they had it laid out where it could always adjust it at any point. If they were selling more 200s, then they could adjust it and make more of those. If they were selling more 400s, then they could adjust it and make more of those. But they've really they really did a good job, getting tires for this event. And, everybody likes the tire. So that's a good thing. And it's also good you can't groove and sight the tires. People just don't have to work so hard. They naturally come enjoy the event. They're not out there grooving and siping a bunch of tires or having to bring a separate tire guy just for that purpose. Saw Tom Buckingham here a little while ago, Shannon's dad.
And former Grand National winner back, I think it was in 2009 when he pocketed 50,000. What used to be the World Championship, now known as the Grand Nationals, which used to be a whole month of racing and not a one weekend event.
That's correct. And I like it this way. With fuel prices going up, power prices going up, this is the right way to do it at this point in time. And always like Shannon, he always got a little extra flavor to the race. And Tom and I, we became friends over the years. Matter of fact, I turned around and was like, what the heck are you doing here? But it's always good to see him. And always good to see a lot of people. We see people at this event that maybe we don't see all the time anymore. Right. That, maybe one time raced with us and now have gone on Supers or, like Overton did in 19. It's
Overton, Davenport, Fast Track Builds champion. You always use that motto.
Yeah. And it's kind of neat. I think I put on Facebook, earlier this year that my biggest joy in this whole deal as promoters is seeing these guys really basically as kids, like Chris Ferguson, Zach Mitchell. I mean, Zach was 16 years old for about 4 years. It's just so he was out the race, and and those guys become friends, and then I get to watch them, kind of grow up a little bit. Then they get a girlfriend. Next thing you know, they get married. Now they got kids.
And then it stops, right?
Well, no, it's nice to see that whole thing take place, and have them from Fast Ultimate, and then they go on to run, Lucas World Outlaws, and
You're like the Mufasa of pro late model racing, and they're like Simbas, right?
I don't know what we are, to be honest, sometimes, but it's just, and you were talking about tire shortages. I mean, we knew the tire shortage was coming. I knew that very, very early on. I knew we were going to have a problem with getting tires. Well, we had to make a choice. We went and ran Charlotte, and I had that deal leased, and we were going to do that. And I think we would have been great. I really do. I think it would have been the perfect opportunity. But I had to make the choice of, okay, am I going to let the weekly tracks have the tires, or is the tour going to have it? Because you could do both. Make a decision, and it was only fair to me, in my opinion, but those guys are already involved in a national championship. Well, it wouldn't have been fair to take the tires away from them and go to the tour. So we kind of let this looking good.
Beautiful looking race cars, and I think it's only fitting, Stan Lester, to ask you this question because you're the founder of what is pro late model racing. It's on pavement or dirt. You got this concept started back in 2002, created Fast Track in 2004, went from 5 cars for the first time ever at Motor Speedway to close to 70 cars at With Raceway before season's end. Thousands and thousands of drivers that have competed. And of course, as you said, you've got to rebuild. Where do you see the state of pro late model racing now post-COVID and trying to move into what will be close to 20 decades of speed coming up soon?
The crate engine late model racing, I think, is only going to get stronger. Because it's kind of started in the Southeast where weekly tracks are $1,000, and guys couldn't afford to go run for $1,200. Well, the crowds had kind of gone down a little bit, and tracks couldn't afford to pay any more than that. So I think the GM 604 Performance late models came along at the perfect, where late model racing was strong. We had some people come back, like Buck Simmons, Hot Rod Lamance, several people that came back, into late model racing that had kind of said, hey, I got to get right. So it was, I think it brought those guys back, which were a little closer to my age, by the way. And it started bringing out the young guys. They were coming out of karting, coming out of Legends cars, coming out of quarter midgets, whatever the case may be, and it gave them a beach to be on, and especially with the tour and certain times of the year. It's and I think it's made super racing healthy because that's where those cars came from. Not everybody can go buy a $100,000 race car, right out of the box, or go from a Legends car to a $100,000 super. Not afford to do that, but they can start. I mean, it's the exact same car. The only thing's different is the engines. I mean, that's only different at all. And it gave them an opportunity to get used to these cars. And you see people, I mean, like Carson Ferguson and like JD and like,
well, John King, who won a NASCAR truck race at Daytona, the Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon, Ryan Gifford, who are now running in NASCAR, they ran Fast Track.
Oh yeah, they did. And it gave people opportunities that otherwise I'm not sure they would have had. Because you can't I mean, we've all seen it before where a guy hopped out of street stock and hopped into a super late model and, and he had a big rig, had a sponsor, and, he tore up 2 or 3 cars in a row, 2 or 3 races in a row. And the next thing you know, the sponsor gets tired of him and says, I'm done. And they sell out. Well, the thing about that sponsor is he never comes back. He's gone. So this has created some sponsor opportunities for guys. It's created some rides for some guys. And I love to see. I love to see that. I love to see that. I feel a little bit like we're helping to help get these guys to the next level. We're the farm team in baseball. Uh,
AAA, back to the minors, as they say, right?
That's exactly right. And you have to have that to create for the professional part. So, I wish these series would be a little more aware of that. These professional series and say, and help push up too, because they've got a lot bigger, coverage than we do, a lot larger. And it would be nice to see that those guys recognize, hey, we need this thing to work, because that's where our drivers are going to come from in the future. As far as racing in general goes, the government's got a big push on electric stuff right now. It's going to go that way. At some point, me, like motivation, we'll fight at every step, but it's coming.
Really cool to hear the sound of those cars again.
Oh, it really is. Really, it's. But no, that's coming. But what it's also going to do is those tracks that can last, that can, or have financial back to withstand the electric car override, if you will. The number one, the people that are pushing it are going to learn some things, some pretty tough lessons themselves. It's we don't have a power grid that will hold it. I mean, I think California and Newsom was just. I think that was the perfect example. On Tuesday you say, well, there'll be no gas cars in California by 2030. Thursday or 2030. Then by Thursday he's going, oh, please don't charge your electric cars. Okay.
Gentlemen, start your electric cars. That'd be funny.
Yes.
But that happens. You really got to understand that that's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's going to happen to the sport.
Electric cars?
Electric cars, yeah.
No. I mean, at all. No, I think the people that can survive through the downturn, and we're going to have a little bit of a downturn. Yeah. When everything's government subsidized, there's just so much money there. I mean, you just can't out money it. So, they're going to have their turn. I don't mean electric cars on dirt. But
electric cars.
Yeah, I can just say, fans would appreciate that. But now what they'll do is, where are you going to get that nostalgia from? Again, where are you going to smell fuel? Where are you going to see dust come from off a dirt track? Well, you're not going to do electric cars. It's never going to go that way. Never. The last thing standing that is all fuel and it'll all come back around anyway. But it be for those people that can withstand it. It could be the thing that makes it really, really do well at a local racetrack. Because people they're going to smell like gas, man. They are. They want to hear those V8 engines. I mean, who the heck wants to go to a racetrack and hear sewing machines going around? And that's kind of what it amounts to. Yes, better than interview me.
I think it's sewing machines.
I mean, I'm gonna tell it like it is. It's.
What's the plan for Fast Track, by the way? I mean, I know that. Let's be honest. We haven't ran but one racer back May at the King of the Commonwealth. That race got canceled, postponed because of weather. You made the decision to give everybody their money back, their entry fees back, because it just wasn't feasible to try to come in high gas prices, everything that we've dealt with from COVID to now. Is this the launch of trying to, get the build up back to going to happen for Fast Track in 2023 and beyond?
Oh, absolutely. And more than anything, what's happened is I've just had some terrible health issues.
Yeah.
And DJ went to work with VP, and he was kind of our front guy out there. But I mean, you know how it is with me. I mean, if I have to lease tracks, whatever I got to do, it doesn't make any difference to us. Now, the good thing I did during all this time is we're in the best financial shape by far that we've ever been in. Moving, I keep wondering where you're going.
I'm just letting the light be your friend.
Okay, it's but yes, I mean next year, and I would particularly say rebuild, but are we gonna have a tour next year? Yes. Are we gonna have a weekly deal next year? Yes. Yes. All of those things will fall back into place, and I mean, it's not like it's that hard to do. It's but you got to be in good enough health to be able to go fulfill your promises. And I just haven't been there. I mean, it seems like I've had 4 surgeries now. I'm having a 5th one. My next surgery is the first Wednesday in October. So, matter of fact, I had to
October 5th.
Yeah. So I had to talk to my doctor, and luckily my surgeon races himself. It's of course he races with the wine and cheese crowd, and the asphalt stuff. But a heck of a nice guy. And I said, man, can I wait down for the World Championship? He said, that's pushing it. So, but I did talk him into it, and that's what we're doing. And then I'll be down, for a month or so. But there's no reason I can tell him. And basically all this required.
And to elaborate on that, Stan, what's your take of the tech? I mean, look, we're standing here doing a Fox Sports radio show and video cast at the same time with the technology that is advanced in broadcasting, in doing work since COVID. There are so many things that can be done mobilely. We're just trying to have a fit to find a truck stop to have internet to send an email.
Well, if you remember, I was probably the first guy that utilized Skype to do video conferences and stuff. And man, trying to get people to do that was, I mean, you would have thought we were asking for their firstborn. It was, and I used to kind of make fun of them. I'd say, look, just ask your 8-year-old. They can show you how to do it. It's not a big deal.
Right.
And they didn't realize, but what COVID did was not give them any options. They had to learn how to do it. And I think it's better for us. I think it gives us more opportunity. But, just a matter of getting it. I'd much rather, I despise a phone because they're trying to talk over everybody. Not on purpose by any means, but you just can't see it. And then to be able to do a video conference now by computer, I mean, it's the greatest thing I think we've ever seen.
Question and let you go because I know you're a busy man. Worked roster since I've been at home preparing for this. What can you say about the continued relationship with Bill Sawyer? Obviously, one of the people that were pioneers in the NASCAR days back in the day, Hatchman Fairgrounds, his dad, his family, and then building this here in Jamaica, Virginia. And it seems like since 2011. 2010, actually, amazing relationship, even post-COVID, and you guys are still together.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Bill and I are very honest with each other. We give each other a hard time, but nobody gets offended by it. We're not running business with our feet. We're running business with results. Where are you going? We're running business with results, not feelings. Yeah. And what we're interested in doing is making things work. And the one thing I can say about the Saudi that you can't say about people that have done very well in sport, they're just trying to get back. Really, truly are trying to get back. They remember where they came from. I can remember stories that, Bill sat down and told me on numerous occasions where the money wasn't. But it's all come back around, and now they're giving back. And basically, I told you from the very, very beginning, that's the same thing I'm trying to do. So naturally, we were linked up that way. We were both trying to lose too much money. I always told you this is not a profit deal for me, and you've seen it with your own eyes. But it's a deal of giving back. I became a automobile. and I did that. I raced go-karts on the weekend. I can remember Mary Kay coming out to the garage and saying, "How we going to $500 phone bills? If we didn't pay by 12 o'clock Monday, it's going to come," which we could. And because that's how I was starting the wholesale car business with my cell phone, and it was pricey. And I said, "Well, I guess we'll go in." You look at this confident like, and she said, "Dang, if you wouldn't go do it, you bring $1,000. You go run Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll pay the bills on Monday. You go right back to work." And it's
the Earnhardt story from back in the day.
Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? I've been too busy trying to do my own. But it's with us, it's always been a point of getting back the sport. And I mean, I know that was go-kart racing back then, but and you know, when I looked at my dad raced cars, I raced, we ran asphalt, we ran dirt, I ran motocross. It's I mean, I've raced everything. The only thing I couldn't figure out was how to put 4 wheels on the bathtub. I guess we were racing those too. But but since helping the racing get me through, get started with the wholesale automobile business, and that was the only source of income at the time. Then, you know, we wanted to get back. We did very, very well. It was my way of giving back, no different than this Bill's way of giving back, Clark's way of giving back, becoming so successful. Richmond didn't start off successful. And most things in life don't. You have to work for. I mean, every guy gets lucky and something breaks loose, or you know. But when it comes that easy, it usually goes away that easy too.
And final, a shameless plug: Dealer Group USA. They're a sponsorship here for the Fast Track World Champ. That's something that you are a founder and a part of. Let people know on Fox Sports Radio Carolinas and Finish Line on the video about what Dealer Group USA is.
It's a wholesale automobile business that we've started doing again as I head more toward retirement, since I don't feel real secure about our investments anymore. I just wanted to go ahead and open it back up, and I mean, I'm 15, 20 cars a month. That's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. Because I know I can always do that, and I can live very well that way.
Sam, thanks for your time, buddy.
Thanks for hanging in there with us all these years. And where the hell did you get that yellow coat?
5 years working for Fox Sports Radio. They sent it to me back in July.
Well, you sure can't hide from them in it.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you. The Florida native. There's Clay Harris. That's Staster. And again, just all right, Charles. All right, Charles. You can laugh now. I know you are in the studio. I know you're laughing. I'm ready to see your comment in the chat. I know you are. See, I knew it. I'm going feelings. Hey, by the way, they also have the Ultimate Series, the Fast Track Series. Thank you to Stan. There's actually Mr. Clark Sawyer right there. Clark Sawyer, awesome guy. Hey, more cars are here. We're going to take a break. When we come back, final segment of Finish Line for our 2 hours of coverage. Virginia Motor Speedway and the $50,000 to win World Championship. We are back in a moment. Fox Sports Radio. And for those that are watching on YouTube, Facebook, on so many, you can be here live if you can. If not, you can watch it racing. We're going to talk to Bill Pinos from the Ultimate Part of America and Richmond Raceway in Kentucky. The final look of cars as we're less than 30 minutes away from our 2 hours of coverage. More Finish Line when we return.
Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Let me tell you about MPM. McAllister Precision Marketing. They can assist up-and-coming racers with career advancement, promotion, and assist in sponsorship procurement. MPM also has media and professional etiquette training. They work with premier driver development teams and limited late models to late models. And they also help the teams to make it up to the levels of K&N, ARCA, Truck Series, and even NASCAR Xfinity. Contact Tanya McAllister today at McAllister Precision Marketing, 803-361-6199. Today, get on the board with MPM.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
Welcome back to Virginia Motor Speedway. We're ready for the final segment of finish line at the Fast Track World Championship. Of course, I am Wesley Outland. We are getting ready to now get back to our final segment. And before we do that, let's grab a good friend of probably about 5 years from Richmond Raceway. No, not Richmond Raceway in Virginia, the NASCAR track that the years helped build off the foundation grounds. But there is a track in Kentucky known as Richmond Raceway. And joining us also is the promoter with the Ultimate Heart of America Super Late Model Series as well. I think I saw an announcement October the 20th and 29th, a 2-day finale. Battle of the Bluegrass Nationals going to be now a 2-day show. Latinos, it's always good to see you taking the long trip. How long the drive for
10 hours. We worked them their home, split it into 2 days, drove about 4.5, and spent the night here last night. And just kind of out, relaxing.
There you go. So far this year, has the season been for the Ultimate Heart of America, and obviously everybody rebuilding, growing, and you run a race with Richmond Raceway.
A lot of Mother Nature. You know, we've lost, I think it was 8 or 9 hours, and we lost a hand with Ultimate. We were supposed to run a race there with Motorsports Park, and the flood destroyed them, so we couldn't run there. And just spent a lot of Mother Nature. The races we've been in, really, that season,
the amount, of effort they put in with Stan to make all of these things happen, not only on the weekly races and stuff like that. It's just unreal. And I wish they would all, like, everybody's wanting a piece of that pie because it is such a good situation. And I wish they would all start working with each other a little bit more, because I think a place like this should have 200 cars with an event like this. And I think the respect level needs to be a little bit better from series with each other to make this thing work.
Do you think we'll build to that again, Jared, or do you think that COVID has really hurt this industry and it's on life support, if you will?
I don't, I think there's race cars here, and there's going to be a lot of race cars at other places. I think now we're to the point where we just need to work together a little bit better and piggyback on each other's, races, and think it would be more successful if the series saw what won with this particular stuff. I think it would be a lot better for each one of the racetracks itself. But I think we're going to have a huge successful event here. I think it might not be as many as the first year, but I think it's even more drivers that can win at any moment. So, awesome.
Jared, I'll let you head back to your car, buddy. Always great catching up with you, man. Ready for the World Championship out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Jared Powell, Jacob Brown. We talked to Dylan earlier. Jacob's now come out of hiding, ready to go. I'm digging your race car, by the way, man. The car looks really, really good. Your take of your first Fast Track World Championship this weekend.
I just hope we can just put it in the show, just get a good qualifying and just see where we stack up. I don't know, just been pretty decent all year. We'll see where it goes.
What's your take of, obviously seeing the success your brother Dylan's had, but definitely never count you out. He said if there was anybody he would not bump and run for the checkered flag at $50,000, it would be his brother.
We just try to work together and just use each other's feedback and just do the best we can do.
Man, talk about this race car. This is a sharp-looking race car. Shout out to Ray's Wraps. Let's roll the car together as it's got to go through tech. But there's one of our sponsors here on Finish Line, Kate Dillon, CrateInsider.com as always. But as the car rolls through the tech area for this Longhorn 24, Jacob Brown obviously rolling into tech. In our final segment here from Virginia Motor Speedway. I accidentally muted the mic. I'm sorry about that, Charles. I think we're back up again here. But tell us about this color wrap job you came up with. And shout out shamelessly to my good friend, Fat Baby, a.k.a. Ray's Wraps, Kevin Ray, for doing it.
Ray's Wraps and Kevin, he does a good job, man. And I don't know.
And Bebo, Brian Franklin, and who are the other people that are involved in that as well? I mean, there's so many people, but he's the main guy.
Yeah, I got Kevin and his son Seth, and they do a good job, man. And I told him just do what he wants and make it look good, and darn if he didn't. So, it's a good-looking race car, and I really appreciate everything he does for me.
Where have you been racing at this year, Jacob?
We went to Charlotte and Gaffney and Lancaster and went up to Beckley once this year. So just around. I've raced 10 or 11 times this year, just trying to get comfortable. Got a late start, waiting on this race car to get here, and just trying to get comfortable and go wherever they can race at.
All right, buddy. It's always great seeing you. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
There you go. Jacob Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Cherokee Landscaping, number 24, Longhorn out of Gaffney, South Carolina. Hey, remember earlier we were talking about the Hicks name, Tony Hicks and Billy Hicks and Benji Hicks, and there's Benji Hicks's car. Double nickel race cars now. Benji, got the whole Duck Dynasty thing still going on, my friend. It's great catching up with you, buddy. Welcome back to Jamaica.
It's good to see you too, Wesley. Yeah. My cousin got on to me on the way up here. I told her I couldn't get a haircut until I won, and we won last weekend up at Beckley, West Virginia, and she gave me a haircut, and we skipped out on the beer, and I told her I was going for the ZZ Top look.
Hey, double nickel race cars. Can we talk about that? That's kind of your new chassis company you and your daddy, Tony, and the Hicks family have put together.
Yeah, we've been really good. I mean, not all the results show for it, but we've been consistently making ground, going in the right direction for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing what we got against all these other great guys up here. And a lot of these guys we've actually already been running against, and we've been running pretty competitive. Like I said, we got a win last weekend, so looking forward to this weekend and making double nickels great.
Suffice to say, Virginia Motor Speedway owes you one, don't they?
Yeah, we've actually got a couple wins up here, but it seems like every time that big money's on the line, we'll run good, and then something stupid happened. Back in 19 when they had the first 50,000 to win, we got locked in the show on Friday night and was running a competitive 7th there, pretty much just riding at the beginning of the race, and about 15 in, broke a U joint in the drive shaft. Like I said, just something stupid happening. So maybe you're right. Maybe they do owe us one, and this weekend will be a hell of a weekend for it to happen.
Hey, you've also done a lot of super late model racing. Matter of fact, you still do race in the supers. What does it mean to see the 50,000 to win biggest pro late model race in the universe return again?
It's huge. It really is. It's a great deal for all the crate racers to come out and get an opportunity to chase big money like this. Unfortunately, I don't think the car count is as good as it was back in 19. It's like,
and I think that's understandable. Would you? I mean, I really think this is the rebuilding of things. I think for sure.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. But it's like I was telling Dad and the crew. We were sitting in the truck this morning, just hanging out, eating a little bit of breakfast, and I said, if they've got 60 cars at tops, there's going to be 45 of them that can win the damn thing. So it's not no slouch competition by no means. But yeah, we're just, like I said, we're looking forward to getting this double nickel out on the racetrack and seeing what we can do with all these top crate guys around here.
And shameless plug, double nickel race cars. How can they follow you on social media?
Fabrication. Follow Ben Racing on Facebook and my personal page. I try and update it every now and then. I'm not one to post on there, but my brother-in-law and my mom and was taking care of all that, so I didn't have to worry about it. But make sure and follow. We got a lot of big things happening. We got a well-known driver we went and tested with him this past weekend. We got finally talked my uncle into giving me a shot, and we got Ross Bells in a double nickel, and we're gonna go test again next week and get them a little bit more comfortable in it, and hopefully have the 79 and Victory Lane in a double nickel race car before long too.
Make sure you and Tony have me some Crustables in the trailer after we go off the air. I love the peanut butter and jelly Crustables every time we come here for them.
We got strawberry and there you go. The truck stocked up. So I think we're having chicken stew too. So come on.
A chicken bog? Is that what we call chicken bog?
Yeah, chicken. Whatever you want to call it. It's good.
It's always great seeing you, my friend.
Good seeing you, Wes.
From Mount Airy, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, Benji Hicks, of course. There's Kyle Hardy, the 99. We mentioned him as well. You talk about drivers that had bad luck like Benji Hicks at the World Champion. Same could be said for the man in the 99 of Kyle Hardy. We'll see what he can do here in the racetrack. Of course, Tube Machine is in the house. We always enjoy grabbing a word with downtown Michael Brown. Of course, his car rolling through tech. And, of course, Wesley Page, WP Racing Shocks, all those people a part of this race car. Again, by the way, the Neal car will not be driven by Corey Neal. It will be driven by Mark Whitener. Remember Mark Whitener, when we came on the air, we talked about it. That car is finally now starting to roll through technical inspection. I'm trying to find downtown Michael Brown. He's over there talking to, oh my goodness, trouble over there. Well, anyhow, we'll grab a word with the Longhorn. Right now, he's trying to stay out of trouble. David Allman is trying to talk strategy, I think, with Michael Brown. But there's the race car, ladies and gentlemen, on finish line. And, of course, the one, Middleburg, Florida's Corey Neal, but it's Mark Whitener's car. They're talking strategy right now. We mentioned Ray Love. Nick Love's car now. The 08. Ready? Always good seeing you, buddy. Ready to go for the World Championship.
Ready, man. Ready.
There you go. What's your take of them saying that Ray Love and the Victory Lap Pro Late Model regulars could possibly pull an upset victory here in the World Championship this year?
I think we got as good a shot as anybody. So, yeah, we're ready, man. We're ready to give them hell.
All right. Roll through tech. Nick Love, Ray Love, the entire family. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the car of the 8-time champion here out of Concord, Virginia. I think it would only be fitting to toss driver in the very right icon out of Concord, Virginia. Tim Williams, it's always great seeing you. I'm digging this stealth wrap on this All About Wrap for 2W.
Yes, sir. We hope to run this weekend and
we can do.
They mentioned that there's a local flav here, and you could definitely be somebody that could possibly win 50 grand tonight. Where do you put that mindset behind you, or is that a confidence for local drivers here at Virginia Motor Speedway going to the big race of pro late model racing in the world?
I mean, I guess, the more laps you got around anywhere is a plus, but you can't ever count any of these guys out. Anybody can come here and win. All of them. So we'll see where we line up.
How's the season been for you this year, Justin?
We had a pretty we only ran down here twice, and we won both of them. And I think we won 14 overall this year so far. So we're having a pretty good year.
Right. Well, there's the 2W, the beautiful All About Wraps car. 2W, a Concord, Virginia's Barry Ride icon of Mr. Justin Williams. And final car on finish line. More cars are unloading. Billy Beechler is unloading. The 20 car is unloading. And Thug Nasty, 2018 Fast Track World Champion when it was a $20,000 victory. It's also his birthday. Happy birthday to you, buddy. How special would it be to go back to Dooms, Virginia as a Fast Track World Champion and pocket $50,000 this year on your birthday weekend?
Oh, that would be awesome, Everything would be awesome bringing it back to a small town.
Oh, they're throwing rocks at me while I'm live on the air here, but only he could only he could do it and get away with it. You see how tall he is, okay? How old are you today, buddy?
25.
Got the peach growing there.
Oh, shoot.
It's always great catching up with you, man. You were kind of in a pickle. Lead-in touring series for another pro late model tour, but you made the decision to come here and run here at Virginia Motor Speedway. I know this place means a lot to you. Was that the reason what geared you to come here instead of being up in New York?
We debated on it for, I'm not kidding, probably a month. Me and my dad, we just sit there and we're like, what do you do? I've run really good here. I feel like this is one of my better tracks, and I'm also in a touring series, so it's like there's a lot of money on the low thing. It's like 50 grand is hard to give up when it's in your pretty much door. I raced here a little bit, and we're decent here, and I don't know. I went with my gut feeling. My gut feeling said to come here for the 50, and pray God we win, and then we can win the tour rush. We just got to be on our game the last 4 races. And I'm not for sure if we can't probably do both if we hit our marks and do what we supposed to do.
What would it mean to put $50,000 in your pocket? Obviously, you're a former world champion, but obviously $50,000 is a really good payday.
Honestly, I'd invest in something for the first to pay my dad's house. Sounds great. Pay his house off, and then I just put it back and just keep racing like we are.
Robertson name I have known for a long time. His father, Rocket Man, Greg Robertson. Even before there was a Josh Richards, I remember announcing many races when his dad raced at Eastside Speedway and other tracks on the Smart Late Model Tour. And now his son, Logan Robertson, Thug Nasty, ready to go. The 2018 World Champion of Fast Track and paid $20,000 back then. Looking now to try to come back for a $50,000 payday. Well, it is only fitting part ways from here. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fun 2 hours. I knew it would fly by. So our plan, possibly with our producers, is to have the heat race winner finish line tomorrow. The winners of the heat races tonight, 6, 8, 12, don't know. Depending on the car count will determine how many heat races we have. But maybe tomorrow we could actually have the heat race winners live on finish line here from Virginia Motor Speedway for the final day of the Fast Track World Championship. And again, what a phenomenal 2 hours it's been. It seems like we just got on the air and it already has flown by. Thanks to Jeff Stabnow, everybody at Rocket Media, Lives, LSR Productions, Facebook, YouTube, archives on radio will be up in a bit. Fox Sports Radio affiliates in the Carolinas, Spreaker, iHeartRadio Sports, and CR Community Radio Network. So many opportunities. And more cars are rolling in. Look at this right behind me. Here, look at this right here. We leave you with this. Another car pulling in, going to Tech. $50,000 to win. The biggest late model race in the entire universe is back at the playground of Clark Sawyer, Virginia Motor Speedway. Thanks to Bill and Clark Sawyer. Thank you to Dave, for Stan Lester, for everybody behind the scenes. I'm Wesley Outland. Join them on racing tonight, beginning at 5:30 Eastern Time for Preliminary Friday and the Fast Track $50,000 World Championship. We thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Archives will be up in a few moments. God bless Jamaica, Virginia. Who will become legend? We'll find out beginning tonight.
Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Let me tell you about MPM. McAllister Precision Marketing. They can assist up-and-coming racers with career advancement, promotion, and assist in sponsorship procurement. MPM also has media and professional etiquette training. They work with premier driver development teams and limited late models to late models. And they also help the teams to make it up to the levels of K&N, ARCA, Truck Series, and even NASCAR Xfinity. Contact Tanya McAllister today at McAllister Precision Marketing, 803-361-6199. Today, get on the board with MPM.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
This episode is an exclusive production solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, transmission of the accounts without the express written consent or permission is restricted and prohibited. To hear this replay or other previous podcasts, download on iHeartRadio, iTunes Radio, and TuneIn. As always, this show is for you. Thank you for listening.